Good evening, everybody. It's Tori. I just wanted to give an overview of my learnings through our discussion about adjustment and adaptation. The question that was posed in our work group was explain the two concepts of adaptation and adjustment, and how are they alike and how are they different? And why is it important to know the distinction between the two? I'm not going to lie, I did struggle at first with the assignment, especially with pinpointing the differences between adaptation and adjustment, as I see them as being very similar to one another. Blair had come up with a genius coin phrase when describing adaptation and adjustment. She noted that you have to learn to crawl before you walk. This was very insightful. This phrase helped me describe the difference between the two terms, and adaptation is needed in order to truly feel adjusted. Dr. D then elaborated even more and helped me further understand the relation between adjustment and adapting. So we can make adaptations in ways that compromise our capabilities, such as learning how to dress yourself again, and thus adjust to situations in ways that do the same. The ways that we adapt ultimately impact the overall adjustment. The overall adjustment will then influence the way that we adapt in the future, which also in turn influences the evolution of the overall adjustment. I know that was a mouthful, but this really helped me see that when an individual does become disabled, they will be recreating a new adjustment and adaptation cycle that will now work best for them given their new circumstances, that will be forever evolving, as no one ever truly becomes fully adjusted. I also think Kim did a great job at describing the distinction between the two terms. She noted that adjustment occurs on a much larger scale and may take longer to achieve as a final end result. Adaptation occurs on a smaller scale as the individual accomplishes smaller goals in a process of adapting. This really helped me understand the overall picture of how the two are different, and that adjustment takes a longer time to reach, but also having to remember one is never fully adjusted. And there will always be a continuous adaptation cycle. I also learned from Kim's posting that instead of individuals who have disabilities worrying that they are truly, you know, that they're different, it is truly important to embrace their uniqueness as a positive, as with that, it holds so much more potential for changing other people's lives through advocating or helping the disabled community and creating a purpose for their disability. Jason helped open my eyes to adjustment and time. And he noted that the individual's adjustment to a painful situation is directly related to time. I think that each individual is on their own journey, and some people are able to adjust much quicker than others. I think that with that being said, adjustment can also be directly related to your psychological capabilities. Depending on their mindset, individuals with a better outlook on their situation will be able to adjust and adapt more quickly than others that may have maladaptive or bad thoughts or have psychological barriers. Also, Dr. D helped me shed further light on this situation, that there are quite a lot of studies out there and even more opinions about personality characteristics, behavioral traits, right brain versus left brain dominance, etc., and contribute most to successful positive adaptation and or adjustment to disability, which has really interested me to research more on this topic. So that really wraps up my learnings from the first work group assignment. This has really helped increase my knowledge on two generic terms that have such a big bearing on the world of rehabilitation counseling. So see you guys next time, and hope you are enjoying your weekend. Take care.